Yo, it's a G's again. So I did a Lord Skip video recently. It was kinda needed for me to understand better what was going on, and now I can finally give to you a definitive response on how to do the trick. With the help of Demon and Bowser we could find more stuff, so I'm not gonna go into too much detail this time. I recommend you watch every bit of video there is to understand the trick if you want to go for it. Again, I'm gonna link in the description Jim's video, Dragon Pain's video, Dushu attempts, Bowser video, and Demon setup for the trick. So we found some ways to do it consistently. I will give you 4 ways to do it. Starting with the Yolo one. You stand about there, you close shot about there on the stall troop, you get your slide and you pray. You shouldn't go for that, obviously. The second one I will talk about is the setup from Bowser, which I won't be able to show you. I'm gonna include a very short clip just to see what it's about, but I recommend you go watch the video directly. He's using buffers and a 4th frame clash shot actor displacement to get the stall troop in the corner. Then recently, using all the info we had, Demon found a setup using this gate, yellow texture, and ball and chain. When in the corner, he's using the yellow texture and the bottom spike, not the bottom spike, but the bottom chain of the ball and chain to be halfway on this yellow texture. From this, if you hit 180, you should be in position. I got the 554. This angle will not work. That's one thing we can get with this setup. I thought I was good on the previous one, but this one should be. That's the angle you will get almost the entire time when you do this setup correctly. Again, you will have the link in the description for the full setup that Demon does, but I think he's using 2 jump slashes and a combination of slashes. I don't remember which one, maybe right, left, probably this one. From there, he clash shots, gets probably the 8th frame, just like my setup does to do the slide. End up dropping and go backwards. My setup is another visual cue, but this time it's further away in the room. If you look on top of the pillar on the right, you will see a big black line. A bit to the left, you will see a texture far away on the wall, which is very dark. I'm gonna move my screen to it. Right now I'm moving to this dark patch of texture on the wall. In this black patch, if you look above on the very detailed wall, with a lot of drawing, textures, things like that, you see the big circle. In the bottom left, you will see like a small circle. Kinda looks like a B too. I'm gonna try to highlight it. Left to this B, there is a line, and if you align the side of your screen with this line, you should get 2 dots showing up at the very last pixel instead of a line. This is what I'm referring to, and this visual cue goes from 6560 to 6567. So as long as I hit this visual cue, I'm sure I'm in a good angle to do the clash shot actor displacement on the 8th frame and at the bottom pixel, because you need to remember that every pixel matters when you are clash shotting the stall troop. Just because from the geometry of the room and the sand, since the stall troop is straight up, if you move 1 pixel up, the distance between the claw shot and the stall troop will be different, only because you were 1 pixel higher. But yeah, it's math at this point, so you want to get the bottom pixel. And from my setup, I want to start my slide at the 8th frame from the claw shot activating. That's the first frame. From this, I would move my stick, wait for the 6th frame actually, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At this frame I would start hitting target, and because I have a 2 frame input delay, that would start sliding at the 8th frame, like this. From this I would get the actual claw to hit around this point, then I would drop and go down left, back into the corner. And yeah, this 8th frame is just down to muscle memory. It's not too bad at this point, from doing it over and over and over. But yeah, if you do everything right from my setup, demon setup, or buzzer setup, you should get into the corner with the stat troop. Now I'm gonna go into the second part of the trick quickly, without startled active again. So just like last time, you try to angle yourself so that the leather thing on Link's arm is kinda disappearing. I usually YOLO it because I have to replace anyway, so I go like this, 1, 2, 3, I equip my boots. I wouldn't be that far away usually, because the first backflip is stopped by the stealth troop, but I would be around here, almost. And just as last time, I'm using the small white circle on the ground to use my Q, but I have a different Q now. I try to angle myself like that. So I want my foot to cover half of it on the left side and keep a little bit of white behind my foot, just like that. And when I'm aiming, I'm not using the right middle thing of the claw, I'm using the top one. I'm gonna try to align that with the stealth troop legs, and from this I want to hit the 5th frame. So for me, the third one, 1, 2, 3, I hit target while holding right. I forgot to do it right now. But then at the 5th frame, which is 1 frame before hitting the stealth troop, I think, you will start sliding and get into the wall. It's very easy, and it's down to muscle memory also. For the last part, unfortunately, I don't have much more info to give you, apart from that I tried different positions to get the trick. But if you align yourself like this with the black dot between your legs, the line, when you drop the bomb and just go right, oops, you should end up around this black line. It works at this black line. Like, I got it working at this exact position on the black line. You don't even need to be on the rightmost pixel of the stealth troop. It works even if you are a bit left. You just have to be clipped inside the wall at the right time. So it works around the line. It also works behind. It's not too hard to get the position, but it's very hard to get the frame. Also, Bowser found a way for this Lslide using a bomb. If you place a bomb over here and then go backwards, do the Lslide while the bomb is exploding, you have more frames to be clipped inside the wall. But I prefer dealing with the frame perfect rather than another bomb. So yeah, I'm gonna do an attempt. If I can hit it, I don't know, it's 5 AM, I didn't play before. What I wanted to say is that demon setup is probably the safest, I think. I don't know for Bowser setup, since I don't really understand and I can't replicate it. So don't forget to go check the video if you want more info about the trick. And for this fight I'm gonna do my setup because it's the setup I'm the more used to. A lot of stuff matters in this trick. I try to stay on the queue just to show you. Oops, I moved to the left, that sucks. Let's go. I managed to back it up, I guess. So I place my foot now. I angle myself, turn around. Place my foot nicely. Aim with the leg. Get the frame. And you're good. Same shit for him. You make him go away. Take your bomb. I'm not gonna be able to talk for the last part because I'm still using a metronome. The metronome is set up differently now. I'm gonna include something to show you which setup I'm using for the metronome, so that if you want to use it. I'm also using a free application, so I turn right, angle myself, place my bomb using, pull out my bomb, pressing the pad at the same time so that Link's arm makes a slight move like I said in the other video, and from this point I start the metronome. Yeah, of course I had to miss. I got it in 2 runs, but I can get it for a video. This video is going to include my startout skip for the run that you see on the left, so that you can see what I did in my run. If you get everything consistently, you shouldn't have a hard time getting at least to the bomb. For the bomb, I don't really know what to do to get this way more consistent. But the metronome works. But again, if you are just slightly off, like maybe just a bit too late, don't react quick enough, stuff like that, you will miss it, just like I did. I got the small step this time instead of the big step for the drop, but most of the time when I get this, it works anyway. I don't know why. Also, when I'm standing here waiting for startout to breathe fire, I use this time to position myself. Like, I hold my rank, I target the dude, and then I try to find the black line on the ground. I try to stand behind it, and when I throw my rank, I turn around, I'm almost in position. Then I just have to correct myself a little bit, aim, get the frame. Oops, I was a bit early on that. Let's try it again. Again, a bit early, okay. It's just down to, again, muscle memory, or if you use the bomb, it's gonna be easier again. I'm trying to Yolo it just to have another quick attempt. Try not to clip out of bounds. I mean, back in bounds. Yeah, and I was way too late on both ones. That's my bad. Maybe I need a coffee to wake up, I don't know. But yeah, that was it. I can maybe try to do a close attack displacement using Demon's method. I don't really know which sword combo it does. I haven't looked it up, I forgot. So you go ball and chain, this, get the right pixel, turn around, that's the right angle, roll, roll. I'm gonna do my setup for this, I don't know. Yeah, okay, that's good. Thank you, Demon. I think I'm good already. Yeah. Let's try again and try to get the clip this time. This time I think I was a bit early. But yeah, here we go. At least you can get up to the bomb. And for the bomb, all I can say really is good luck, have fun finding a way, because there isn't really much that you can do apart from counting in your head. The first time I did it, I count in my head, and after that I used a metronome. I did a total of like 8 startout skip, I think. Oh no, actually I'm at 7. So yeah, that's quite a decent amount, considering the trick should be test only, I guess. So yeah, here you go. That was the setup. I don't think we have more info about it. Again, what I recommend to anyone is to watch every bit of information about the trick and the different techniques, like the close attack displacement with Dragon Bane and gym video. And yeah, if you want to do the trick RTA, get something consistent. that works for you. That's the most important. Thank you for watching, everyone, and bye bye. See you next time.
What the fuck?